What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations. And I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2018 Innovation Award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads, fathers, and male caregivers that's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And being part of that team, reached out directly and indirectly to over 400,000 dads, fathers, and male caregivers around the world. As always, I'd like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. Good morning, Ryan Knight.
Good day, Dr. Vibe. Always a pleasure to see you. And for those that might need a reminder of who I am, my name is Ryan Knight, one of the co-founders of the Detailing Knights, a mobile waterless car cleaning company that goes to your house or to your office, cleans your car on the spot without using water, and our plant-based eco-friendly cleaning supplies. And excited that the summer, I'll say the heat and sun is staying true. We are doing our next recruitment for our youth program. So during the summer, we have youth entrepreneurship programming that teaches high school and college, young adults how to start their own business using Detailing Nights as a model. So tonight, Friday, July 25th at 6:30, we have our next info session for the August cohort. So looking forward to see if you know anybody that is having trouble finding a job or might have the entrepreneurial spirit and would love a guide, invite them to join the info session to learn about working with us in August.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, how you been enjoying the heat and humidity?
I'm loving it. Yesterday was heavy because
Oh,
being in the sun, it's like there's days where it just feels on top of your head. And Thursday, yesterday was one of those days.
yeah,
But
yes,
most like when there's a breeze, it's bearable. But yeah, yesterday was no breeze. It was just heat.
yesterday was fire,
Yes. How
fire,
about you? How
fire.
are you feeling about this summer so far?
I I am good. You know what? It's going at a good pace because usually people say, "Oh, its time is going by really fast." I don't think it's gone by fast because the
I
heat and
agree.
humidity just slowing everybody down and like staying in your
Yes.
yard and doing your thing. So definitely, it's been a good summer. You can't complain about if you like hot weather. This is your place.
That's what I'm saying. It's like nowhere you don't have to travel. It's I love when people travel for the winter because you get that best of both worlds. But I do love the transitions into the heat. So the spring to summer
Mhm.
where it's cool and then now you get some heat and then it's cool in the fall. But yeah, I would love to just disappear for winter. It has no purpose.
Well, there's a dream, there's a vision there. And
Right,
there
right,
you go.
right. Yes.
Disappear. We got some people in the house already. Fitness IQ says Monin. She goes, bring the sweet heat. Yes. Well,
Yes.
I hope you're out in it. Though if you love the heat, don't say you want the air conditioning. You want the heat. You want the heat. Frequency and promotions. What is up? Good to have you in the house. She
Yeah,
goes,
I saw they're doing frequency an event. Is it today or is it next week Friday? I think
I'm
they're
sure
doing one of their social events.
I'm sure he'll tell us. He
Oh,
says,
okay.
Fitness IQ goes, my backyard in the front of my house has two different degrees. Interesting.
Oh, is it because of the shade or
Well,
just
that's a good question. Fitness IQ Cam says she's loving it. Well, I hope you're out in the heat. You can love the heat, but you can still be inside. There you go. Frequency of Promotion says, great job opportunity, Ryan. Keep up the great work.
thank
Fitness
you?
IQ Cam says, me too, Ryan. It makes me happy with the transition. She goes, I hate the AC.
Really? Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So she
The
likes the
only
heat.
open
Okay.
windows.
And Fitness IQ Cam says, well, go on, Frequency Event Promotions. And Frequency goes, yes, Ryan, you got that right.
That
Yeah,
is today or what did I get right?
that's a good question. We need to find out. What did
Nice,
you get
nice.
right? What did you get right? Absolutely. Yeah. How has it been for detailing for summer?
Yeah, that's where this because usually it will have like strings of rainy days like other years, but this time it's more just like it'll rain in during the day. It's never been like full days where it's multiple days of just raining. So the sun has definitely been pushing through. So we're able to get a lot of detailing done. And usually, if it's a rain day, we'll do like an underground car cleaning at a condo or something, or just here at midday. But the students that are with us, they're feeling the pressure. We're out in the sun, so we have our water and stuff. But when we're going door to door or cleaning a car, it's showing the perseverance and the grit factor. Like, you
Grit.
wonder, how do you teach that?
It's the
And
grit.
it's not quitting when it gets hot outside. That's what I like to see. To put some pressure on them. So in August, we're gonna see a new cohort come in, and it's great because the previous ones that were working with us in June and July can now kind of coach and mentor the new ones. But yeah, it's always good to see when they start complaining, and it's like, yeah, that's what hard work is. Like this, I never, I never said working with us is easy. The Detailing Nights program, being an entrepreneur in general, is difficult. So it's the actually the success is not quitting and getting to the end. How much money you make during the summer and like all the things you're learning is great, but not quitting, I think, is the biggest success factor that we can teach. So, yeah, I say complain and then we adjust. Like, if you're complaining about the heat, drink water and take breaks. You're complaining and people are saying no. Hey, that is life. We got to push forward to the next door and get a yes eventually.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Uh, so bear with us today. Producer Matt he had a thunderstorm where he lives last night,
Ooh.
and he's having technical difficulties. So people, bear with me. I don't. I'm acting as co-host, producer today. So bear with the little hiccups, but you know what? It's a good way for me to learn this platform. I've learned it a little bit, but producer Matt, that's his baby. So bear with me. All right, so let's go some other conversation because Frequency of Promotion says together we groove happening tonight. Dress to impress and dress to sweat. Well, you don't have to dress to sweat. Just go outside. You're gonna start sweating. Doesn't matter what you're wearing. Today happening tonight, Friday, July 25th. Fitness IQ says stay hydrated indeed.
Right.
And Dr. Frequency of Promotions goes, Dr. Vibe, you still have not attended any of our events in 2025. Hope that you secure your ticket for tonight.
Hey.
Unfortunately, I cannot make it tonight because I am actually been asked by Dr. Tachi
Hmm.
to join a conversation, and we can talk about this after the commercial break about the passing of Malcolm Jamal Warner, and we'll talk about
Right.
this after the break. So she's invited a few of the content creators on her platform, so we're doing that tonight.
Gotcha.
Haven't heard you from a while. Tim Frey says, "Morning, gents."
Hey, good to see you.
Oh, and is this true? Freakies of Representatives, happy birthday tonight.
Hey,
Is it?
nice. Happy birthday. I
Okay.
didn't see the notification. I gotta send a note.
Okay, and okay, no problem. All things being good, producer Matt Shelby with he's messaging right now saying things are taking a bit longer to boot up. No problem.
Mhm.
Fitness IQ Cam says, yeah, the lightning was wild. I didn't
Oh,
like
was that last night?
I didn't like I heard that I was doing some producing work behind the scenes last night. I heard some rain coming down. Didn't hear any lightning or thunder though.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I didn't
Yeah, same.
yourself. Did you hear any?
No, I saw when it started raining, but then
I didn't see any
didn't see
lightning
any
though.
lightning or hear
Yeah.
any thunder.
So Fitness IQ Cam says, happy birthday, office of Tim Frey. All right. Okay. There we go.
Nice. So,
And
Tim, is it today or was it yesterday?
he's not saying yet.
Oh, yeah.
And Fitness IQ Cam says, heartbreaking in regards to the loss of Malcolm Jamal Warner. And you know what's interesting? A lot of people, what's
Mm.
it? We had a lot of people transition. Hey, look who's in the back. Producer Matt is here. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah, my man. Can I go hands free now? You got
Right.
control? All right. So it's
Yeah.
good. I can. All right. This is good.
Yeah.
Good to have you as always, producer Matt. You've become an integral part of the Dr. Vibe family. So we miss you and we need you. So it's good to have you. I had a number of people uh, transition, like in reverse order, Hulk Hogan.
Right. Yeah, it was just yesterday.
Also, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yep. That hit because a lot of, I mean, hearing the tributes come in as I was listening to the radio, the influence that he had on, I guess, the metal division of
Oh
rock
yes.
and roll
Oh yeah.
was
And
quite intense.
he actually played a concert in his hometown with his band a few months.
Yeah, with Black Sabbath, and it was the first
Yes.
time they got back together in like 20 years, and
Yeah.
that was just 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
So
So
yeah.
that is fantastic. Love it.
And
Love it.
it's
Love it.
interesting because I only really knew him because of the Osbournes
Yes.
reality show on MTV, and then you hear, oh, he's this rocker, and so, but yeah, it was interesting the transitions between the stages of his life, like, and then different audiences known for different things.
All right. So Fitness IQ Camp says sigh of relief, LOL, in regards to the passing of Mr. Warner.
Mhm.
And Tim, yes, Tim Frey says it is today, and he's
Yeah.
58 years old.
Okay, nice.
Or 58 years young, brother, not old.
Yes.
And then Frequency for Med Promotions goes, had a feeling, Dr. Vibe, you would have had a prior commitment. Long live Theo. All right,
Mm,
let's go to a break, and we're going to have something. There's an event coming up
mm,
called the Toronto Pan African Film Festival. So
nice.
we're going to be running some promos between now and when it starts August 14th. So we'll be back right after this promo from the Toronto Pan African Film Festival.
We invite you to the 3rd annual Toronto Pan African Film Festival. Rhythm, the heartbeat of Black music and storytelling, taking place at the First Unitarian Center at 473 Oakwood Avenue in Little Jamaica, featuring Play It Loud, Box Cutter, King's Court, Paid in Full, Sounds and Pressure, Amplify, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, Zeke, and Hip Hop Story. And join us for the African Diaspora Media Brunch, taking place on August 17th at the Aqua Supper Club, featuring Philip Scott from the African Diaspora News Channel. Get your tickets now by visiting tpath.com.
All right, that is the
Very
Toronto.
nice.
Yeah, Toronto. So a little bit of details. So the Toronto Pan African Film Festival is running from August 14th to August 17th. And there's the website information. There is the Facebook information. There's Instagram. And also, too, if you want to buy tickets. Oh, sorry. There we go. The link is up on the screen, and they have an early bird special. Tickets are only $45 before July 30th. And
Oh,
program alert, we will actually have the executive director and founder of the Toronto Pan African Film Festival on the show this Monday.
nice. And is it 45 each day or for
Oh,
the
I think the
whole
whole thing is
festival?
a 3-day event, but I don't
Mm,
know, and we'll have to ask. I don't know if it includes. They have a gala on the first night, so
mm.
you need to be there because you're the gala king.
Right.
And
I'm still waiting for my my
yes,
counting
really, they
down.
haven't given it to you yet.
I'll
Yeah,
try to touch you later. I'm joking.
yes, and yeah, so they're having that. I'm blessed that they are having a media panel on the last day of the event, and I think it's down. Yeah, I'm on the media panel with some of the people. Actually, one of the special guests is a gentleman named Philip Scott, who is the power behind. Oh, I forget it. I'm bad now. I don't know if it's I can't remember his network, and I'll pull it up hopefully before we leave. But his YouTube platform has over 1 million subscribers.
Ooh, oh,
I think it may be more than that, but I'll check on that.
amazing.
But yeah, so it's really, really, really prominent. So they're saying you need to meet Philip Scott. All right.
Okay.
Derek says in the comments, Dr. Vibe Show, Ryan, GM office, and says good morning, and also office of the Tim Frey. Happy birthday. All right, let's do some other things here. Let's get this down. So as always, subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube. and hit the notification button. We've passed. We're almost at 1,870 subscribers. Actually, some of the YouTube shorts I've put up lately are getting subscribers for the channel, which is amazing.
Nice.
Amazing. Uh, like the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Substack. Then also join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Please email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. Click on the link, advertise your business product or service on our show. Email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And also mention Dr. Tachi. I'll be part of that conversation on Indie Suit TV, independent content creators platform, which has about 25 different. They've just launched their next new season, which is amazing. So a number of these conversations are showing up on that. Check it out. And I should have put a banner for it, but it is a Freestyle Friday. So anything y'all want to chat about, you can roll. And before the Ryan leaves at the top of the hour, he'll be doing another giveaway. So that is set up in the back. So producer Matt, when I give the cue, we can put that up. What else? Okay. So
Well, as you're gonna have the conversation about Malcolm Jamal Warner later tonight, I just wanted to say I'm quite embarrassed for CNN and their coverage of the day that he passed.
oh,
Instead of talking about his accolades and stuff that he's been able to do since the Cosby Show, first question out of these people's mouth is about Bill Cosby and his remarks to when the allegations were happening. And it's so sad because he has such a success in his own right that they didn't take time to even issue condolences to the family and go straight to something totally unrelated and I would say disrespectful. So it was, yeah. And CNN is an entity that garners a lot of trust with people. So the way that they report on things is going to get to a lot of people. And it's very telling how they reported on his passing. So I just wanted to touch on that. I don't know if it was going to come up later tonight, but yeah.
no, that's and also someone in the house. King's downsizing. She goes, my thoughts exactly. And again, thank you again to Desiree King earlier on this week on Monday. Whoa,
Yes.
that was epic.
Craft series is fire.
that was
next
epic.
one.
Like I wish we were doing it every week, but we're only doing it once a month, and the third Monday of each month from now till
Yes.
the end. Oh, I also want to say, so we do have Lori Beezer, who is the curator, driving force behind the Toronto Pan African Film Festival. So she's going to be on after the break on Monday's show for about 15 minutes. And also joining me will be Emma Ansa. So she's back. She's
Nice.
She's on now regularly on the fourth Monday of each month. So Emma's going to be with us because Emma's helping out and doing PR publicity for the Toronto Pan African Film Festival. So when Lori leaves, we're going to go into a subject. What is Shannon Sharp's future? So that's
I've been hearing about he's kind of been hiding out, hibernating.
Well, let's just say there's been developments this week. Have you been plugged in?
No.
Okay, so we got to get back to Malcolm Jamal Warner, but he settled out of court with his accuser. The speculation is they settled for the speculations for $20 million.
Come on, no way.
Well, she turned down $10 million.
Oh my god, 20 million! Wow.
Now okay, go on.
No, it's unbelievable the type of payday people can get when they switch the script on you. You think that you're having a certain relationship with somebody, and at any moment they can just turn it into a dangerous or a perceived uncomfortable situation. When you thought things were okay, we saw the text messages back and forth, but now they perceive it in a different way, and they can get paid out like that. Like that is very calculated attack, and to see it allegedly pay off in that way, man,
So
Man,
here's
that's
and
wild.
family who are watching this live or even on replay. I don't want to get too much into it because we're going to get real into it on Monday. But hey, it's your show. We just steer the ship. You drive the ship. If you have any comments on that, but here's a funny thing: after she got the settlement, she put a post out saying, "I've officially quit my OnlyFans account."
But that's why I'm saying it's so calculated and targeted, because you can approach and start a relationship with somebody and then flip the script and turn it into a payday. Like, that's very concerning to me, because then nobody is safe. Because anybody that thinks that they're having a relationship with somebody and then they can now take your words and twist it to, especially if you're a successful person. So a black man that's successful that thinks he's getting into a relationship could actually just be getting targeted so that people can extract money from him. Oh man, it's
But
sad.
we'll
Like,
save
you have
more
to be
for
on guard at all times. This is,
right? So let's go back to the comments.
geez.
Frequency Event Promotion says the Dr. Vibe Show. Thanks for the better or fast for the best wishes. I gotcha. Fitness IQ Cam says I have to catch Monday's conversation. Absolutely, you should catch as many as you can.
Yes.
He go Frequency Event Promotions. Ryan, I think you're onto something with the piece shared about Michael Jamal Warner. Yep.
Mhm.
Fitness IQ, nice. And she Fitness IQ goes nasty work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
seeing how it played out. It's very telling how dangerous a relationship can be just flipped on you with, yeah, that you how do you protect, it's like the only way to protect yourself from that is to perceive everyone as an enemy as soon as you hit a certain amount of fame. And who wants to live their life like that? Like, I'm sure he wanted to have fun, and a lady is showing interest in him, but these can be targeted,
okay,
conniving, thieving,
all right.
uh, uh,
But
thieving, like scheming plans.
a lady out of just really a few years out of high school.
And that's where, who's in his ear to give him some guidance? Be like, yo,
Okay,
you have to look for these landmines.
let's not get too much into this because we'll probably we'll certainly on Monday it's going full out.
Right.
Full out on Monday. It's going to be full out, so be ready for it. The post is already up on all the platforms on YouTube. The post is there, so if you are a subscriber and you receive notifications, especially from the YouTube channel, it's there. JJ Mars, good to have you in from Colorado. Says 47 releasing MLK FBI files. Many people wanted to find something negative, but not much of anything different was found. Yeah, it was released, but I think people are more wondering what's going on with him and Mr.
Epstein.
Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, which was interesting. So here's the thing: the
Jeez.
second in command at the U.S. Attorney General's office goes to interview her. Like,
Okay.
but he used to be 47's lawyer.
Gotcha.
So I just have this eerie feeling we're going to see a pardon somewhere.
I wouldn't doubt it, but that's where they can't have it both ways. You can't have Epstein get arrested, get and Ghislaine Maxwell get charged, and then also say that there's no files. Because if there's no files, then they shouldn't have got arrested, or she shouldn't be in jail right now. And I'm sure that's probably where that pardon is in the air now. But you wonder, who are they protecting? If they saw a list and it had certain people on it, I'm not shocked that that thing got buried, and now the person is in place to actually bury it. This could have been the whole plan the whole time. Is, hey, we need to get this person in power because this thing's about to come out, and we need this to disappear. So, conspiracy theories. The conspiracy theorists are
Yeah,
having field days with this.
yeah. Here's the funny thing: many conspiracy theorists are Republican MAGA.
That's where they're conflicted. Their brain can't process how to compute their guy going against their like biggest conspiracy theory. It just has thrown everything upside down. So their loyalty is being tested right now, because the
Yeah,
MAGA camp was all about, and I'm sure all camps were all about exposing Epstein and whoever is on this list. Because these people are out there right now walking around with their chest high because
I
he
don't know if their chest is high right now. I think their head is low right now.
no, they are walking without fear because they have a person in power that's willing to erase all of their dirty work.
Good
I'm
point.
sure they sleep well, and it's unfortunate.
Good point. No, that's a very valid point. I always get down, especially when it comes to capitalism in America. Three words: follow the money.
True. Hey,
Like
look.
who did I? So let's get to some comments. Dr. Tachi says, "Good morning, all. Good to have you here. Looking forward to hanging out with yourself and some of the other Indie Soup family tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm looking forward. Frequency Event Promotions goes, Dr. Tachi, how are you? She says to Frequency, hey, friend, Frequency Event Promotions. He says to Dr. Tachi, have a great weekend. So does that mean you're gone, Frequency? All right. Maybe get an event tonight. Who are we talking about? We're just talking about a jambalaya, everything from Malka Jamal Warner to Jeffrey Epstein to 47 to Pam Bondi to Hulk Hogan to Ozzy Osbourne. Like, this is a week. There are a lot of people passed away. Derek says, I believe there was a shade room or other platform put Jaleel White from Family Matters photo instead of Malcolm. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh my gosh. And
Uh,
just for the record, Jaleel White is well and alive. So,
yes, yes.
jeez.
King's Downsizing and Real Estate Service says, rich or not, people flip.
But
Mm,
that's what's scary. But at least when they flip and they can't get a payday from you, then they're in it just to be an evil person. Like if they're flipping just because they want to harm you, like your reputation or whatever, okay, you can battle a person with that. But when they can flip and extract money out of you, when it's it's like you've worked so hard to build up yourself to get to a certain level of success, and then a person can use, I want to say a lie, but they can use your previous words in a flipped way and then get paid for it. Like I thought this is what the judge system and the court system is to be able to filter these things out. But I guess if you want to just settle and not plead your case and have your day in court, maybe you're rich enough that 20 million doesn't even hurt. You're just like, hey, let me just pay this off so I don't have to, the real text messages don't come out, because maybe he's hiding some stuff too.
wouldn't it be something if she got a pardon? Wouldn't that, what
Dude,
would that,
Maxwell?
yes.
Yo, I think his camp, like the MAGA camp, that is very conflicted right now, because everybody else that's out of the camp would not be surprised. Anything around Epstein now, it's clear that Trump has been able to put in place a way to make this go away. They've already got his whole DOJ
It
to
ain't
say it
going
doesn't
away.
exist,
It ain't going away.
but they're in power. This is where it doesn't matter what people say. They have closed the case. So you can say anything you
But
want.
no, okay. But the
Yeah,
House committee has subpoenaed, and it took some Republicans to get this to happen, has
interesting.
subpoenaed Ghislaine Maxwell to testify. But of course, 47's team got made sure they got to her first before they got to her.
Right? Because if they're promising immunity and this pardon coming, that's what I'm saying. Like they can subpoena her, but Trump has the power to pardon her right now, and she'd be free. So what is she gonna come in and say? Like she was already hiding all of these people. She didn't mention any of the names when she was being prosecuted. So she's not gonna just sing. There's no incentive for her to talk about what they're trying to hide. The actual incentive is for her to say nothing, and because of saying nothing she could get a pardon, because the person who is the president, and hey, he plenty of pictures with this Epstein gentleman, I think was still using his plane as Air Force One afterwards. So to say that they're not connected or don't know each other and haven't been related, there's no world where that exists. So now he is in position to make all of the failings of Epstein go away. and get Maxwell out of jail. People that are potentially allegedly on this list, I'm telling you, I can see, if you want to talk about conspiracy, I could see the powers that be that could be on this list conspiring together to get this type of person in power so that they can make this thing go away. And we're seeing it play out in front of us in real time. And that's why people's minds are blown, because there's everybody agrees that pedophiles that might have been on this list and were working with Epstein with this web of trafficking needs to be exposed. If I meet one person that doesn't believe that those people should be exposed, they're on the list. Like, that's the only type of people that wouldn't want this list exposed, because we have children that now have to live in this world, and knowing that these type of people, especially that they're in positions of power, can now put our daughters and our sisters and our mothers in positions where they can be sexually exploited.
Mm-hmm.
So now that list is not just about Epstein. This is about the
There's a
people
lot.
that
There's
are
a whole
out
pile of
there right
people.
now,
Yeah,
right? Like,
there's
so
a pile of people on that. A number of people.
so
I
the way
believe
that
on
this
this.
is being
I
it,
haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I have a
right.
feeling there's a lot of people that don't want that list to come out.
Yes. And that's why I feel like they would have the power to actually put somebody in the president's seat that can help get this away. Like, that to me is a like, this would be the biggest thing that Trump has ever done. The tariffs and the wars, like, him hiding this really shows how money, and you said, like, follow the money, how a person can be put into place by people of power to execute their own agenda. Everything else seems like a distraction right now.
Yeah, it is. So we got some more comments here. Dr. Tachi, of course, Dr. Tachi lay it down straight. Well, people with no souls always sleep well when perpetrating debauchery.
I'm telling you, they're walking with their chest high and they're patting themselves on the back. I'm sure they're clinking their glasses because they're able to manipulate an entire um, political system to now get like pretty much scot free.
Yeah.
Like, I could see them actually celebrating this. This is what's so evil, and when you talk about debauchery, the diabolical, is there are people that are celebrating an announcement about hiding a list of people that were part of a sex trafficking ring. Like, how could the government think that this is a good idea? It's so
Unless they're
sick.
hiding themselves and or their friends, right?
But that's really like, okay, so who are these people really? Like, we really don't know, because now it'll be interesting to look at who is fighting to get the list released, because now whoever's being quiet needs to be put the spotlight on them, and whoever is pushing needs to figure out how to actually get the list released, because anybody that's pushing back and causing friction, they need to be put on their another list and say, like, we're watching you. Like, the way that you're reacting to this announcement is very suspect. So I hope people are taking names.
All right. Some comments here. Frequency of Event Promotion says, still here, tuning in live. We thought we
Right.
lost you, but you are here. King's Downsizing and Real Estate Services says, extraction is also having to legally defend yourself. Accusations are easy to make, but defending them is costly. Mm. Tim Frey says, how about the topic of 500 tons of food in the U.S. is going to destroy while tens of thousands of kids are dying from starvation. Big facts. And with all the cutbacks that are going on with the U.S. federal government, there's a
Oh,
lot of people going to be suffering. I mean, a lot of people that are going to be suffering. I agree, Tim. The
is
food,
that from like a policy, or is that just normal business practice to
I think
destroy
it's
what you would
normal
do?
business practice, but then on top of
Jeez.
the direction of the current U.S. government, there's going to be a lot more people hurting
Hmm.
here. Uh, yeah, I just really concerned. Fitness IQ Cam says wild. Yeah, it's a wild, man. It's wild. Dr. Tacha here says, here's the thing. Though their celebrations will be short lived, I'm telling you, people who participate in such evil talk freely about it always have their lips fall off. I like that. Their lips fall off. Okay.
I, would-
Okay.
I tend to believe that, but I also see evil benefit for generations. Sure, we could believe in karma and things will come back or they'll get their judgment, but we've seen evil in how America was started and how it ran and what the atrocities that they've done, and people benefit from that for generations and generations. So when they're celebrating and going to be able to now walk freely and do more evil for so long that it's tough to stomach this thing because we don't see karma in real time. Like God has his own plan and own timelines. So in our timeline, we can see evil happen, evil get away with it, and evil benefit, and then their children benefit for generations and generations without any repercussions. And it's sad, like that, like the way that a country can have people run it in this type of way. It's sad to see.
Right, right. Dr. Tachi adds, true, but it always catches up with them. It may not be tomorrow, but it does happen.
And that's what I mean. Sure,
Okay.
subjectively, somewhere down the road, maybe in 3 generations, a child, something happens to their child, and then they start to realize, oh, putting this ring of sex trafficking in place has now come back. But those are things that, as humans, we don't see because we're not here for generations. So anything that happens now, we don't see the consequence of those actions. We actually see them benefiting from those actions. When we're looking at today's economy benefiting from something like slavery, like this is still going on, like how people are benefiting and not even wanting to do reparations to fix those atrocities. It's like you can see evil happen and people benefit from it, and the karma, it's not going to be in our lifetime. So it's nice to know, hey, sometime in the future they're going to get theirs, but that doesn't help me like dealing with it now. It's like,
Right. So Frequency Event Promotion says to Fitness Cam, how are you? And then Dr. Tachi says, Ryan, you're correct, but there are smaller things that we may not see that are a result of these actions, like health issues they develop. And Fitness IQ Cam says to Fitness Event Promotions, this month has been challenging, but my shoulder soon feeling better. Yes, we hope the shoulder gets better. Fitness, she injured her shoulder a few weeks ago, so we're speaking that it feels better soon. All right, let's transition off of 47 because that's what he wants. He wants us to talk about him all the time while all the other crazy things there. That's a whole conversation. Come on Saturday with Aisha and Lala. That's what they go hard in. Hard. They got lots to chat about tomorrow. Let's talk a little bit about Malcolm Jamal Warner.
mm-hmm.
What are your what are
It
your thoughts?
was just to talk a bit about his I guess his portfolio. It was so amazing to see him uh, have that role on The Resident, because I mean, when you get typecast, it's so difficult to switch into something else. Forever, I would see him as Theo, of course, being on the Cosby Show. But then my wife was watching The Resident, which is like a medical drama, and he had a role on there, and he was so amazing in this role. It's like, yes, he broke out of that typecast. So, and then you hear about like his musical accolades, and there's so many layers to the man, and he was very private, so you didn't really know a lot about him. That's where, hearing that he passed, it was going to be a great time to let the world know about all that he was working on and doing, and you know how his family was taking it. That's why I was saying it was so embarrassing for CNN, because it was such a missed opportunity for them to let the world know exactly the success that he had and what he'd accomplished, and just focus there. So yeah, condolences to the family, because being on vacation and then losing a loved one is such a, it's like you're there for such fun and getting away, and it's turned into such a tragedy. That type of trauma, you wouldn't wish that on anyone. Like if a person is sick and they're battling it, more like with Ozzy Osbourne, he gets to have kind of a farewell tour. He's at home with his family. They know he's deteriorating. Unfortunately, he does pass away eventually, but he got to go out almost kind of on his own
Own
terms.
terms.
But when you're just snatched, and it's like you feel helpless, as like, you can only imagine this family that might have been watching this happen, as
Yeah.
they see their father just swim in and then get pulled away. Man, your heart can't break enough for them.
Yeah, no, I'll say some things. More will actually be said again with Dr. Tachi's live. She's going to host at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Promo. Yeah, one of the things I've seen is all the wonderful tributes, and a lot of Black men
Okay, right.
are very emotional about this, because from what we see, he was a good father and a good man,
Yes.
right? And now, I'm
Yes.
going to throw a little bit of a interesting twist here.
Hmm.
So I saw someone put a post with him, Chadwick,
Okay, Bozeman.
yeah, and
Hmm.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
And I said, I just went for a bit about the Kobe, because Kobe had a very interesting past. He had his
True.
moments. I
Yes.
say, can we put all those three on the same pedestal?
Gotcha.
Don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Hey, we
Right.
got some more quick comments. We'll get more into Mr. Warner. Dr. Tachi says Fitness IQ Cam. Feel
Hmm.
better soon. Fitness IQ Cam goes, thank you, Dr. Tachi. And she says, I want to watch that show. I think it's the one Ryan had mentioned.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Hayden Morrison. I don't want to miss your comment.
Hmm.
Saying, I'm not sure that they don't get away with it in regards to our previous conversation. Fitness IQ Camp says, do y'all see the beautiful AI video of his accomplishments? Yes, I've seen a number.
Oh,
Think,
put it
I
in the
think,
Discord. I'd love to check. I didn't see
yeah,
it.
I've seen one that a lot of people put out there, basically an AI video that sort of shows him through the years as different accomplishments. She goes, you'll never want to travel again. I don't know about that.
But it puts a
Heartbreaking.
stain on,
Yeah.
thoughts of a vacation.
Yeah, heartbreaking. She
Hmm.
says. She says, keep them separate. Interesting. Okay. Frequency Event Promotions goes, I'm saddened about Malcolm Jamal. Let's continue to be creative and work with those that we support as we support them.
Hmm.
Milk has an expiration date on it. We never know ours. Live life full. Good take. Actually, I saw a clip of him. He was with an orchestra behind him, and he was really speaking about the presence of being a Black person. And it was interesting because all the people in the audience were non-melanated, and I looked at some
Hey.
of their faces there, and I could see some uncomfortableness.
Yes. Let them sit in it.
And that's what it was quite
Hmm.
interesting in regards to that. One thing I also want to do, I don't want to forget the live YouTube family. So as always, top fans right now on the YouTube channel, Mr. Tim Frey, King's Downsizing, and Dr. Tachi, followed with Frequency Event Promotions and Fitness IQ Cam. So I'm keeping an eye on the
Very
top
cool.
fans feature on the YouTube channel. So I'm seeing who's contributing here. Fitness IQ Cam says Kobe isn't an actor like Chad and Malcolm. Yeah, but he was an entertainer. They're all entertainers, really and truly. They are getting remunerated and recognized for performing in a lot of cases. But I know there were also heart things they did to help people on top
Mhm.
of that. But their main claim to fame was performing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, so many people grew up with that show. And so Fitness IQ Camp says, nah, okay. Well, how did they get prominent? By performing? Did they not? I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yes.
right? But yeah, and so many people grew up with that show. And you see
Yes.
that you have the two spectrums. You see what happened with Mr. Cosby, and you see what happened with Mr. Warner.
Mm-hmm.
Two different ends of the spectrum, two coming
Yeah.
from the same show. Oh, look at this.
Mm.
Uh all right, some more things. So Nathan Hayden says nothing wrong with putting those three gentlemen together. They're icons of the community. Interesting. Then my question would be, what's the definition of a community icon? And do
Mm.
we? I guess everyone has their indiscretions. How willing are we to forgive? Because Mr. Bryant cheated on his wife,
Mm-hmm.
unprotected sex.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Okay, Derek says Kobe and his daughter lost their lives. Okay. Frequency of members, do I get a curry chicken dinner for my YouTube contribution or a virtual high five?
Always get a high five.
There you go. There you go. You got that. You got
Yes.
your virtual high five. Uh
And who's on what's it called? Team Curry. It's Team Oxtail.
ah,
So will we be giving out curry dinners for
ah
nothing?
Team Oxtail. Well, are you still eating oxtail after what Carolyn said? What happens to oxtail that stays
To
out?
be honest, I have not had any since. So I am
Oh,
due. We'll see where it comes from next.
okay. Fitness IQ says, Cam says, me don't say a thing because I don't want to get canceled. Who's gonna cancel you?
Right.
Sorry. And she goes, LMAO. All right. You know
Hmm.
what? And I know because last time you were, so do you want to do your giveaway?
We can do it now. Yeah, yeah. All right, hold on.
Oh, and Fitness IQ Cam says, what? You haven't had oxtail? She's in shock.
Because it was, yeah, for this month, I think it's been I've been trying my fruits for breakfast and
Uh-oh,
light dinner, but dinner's
uh-oh,
been uh
uh-oh, Carolyn will be
not
proud.
like
Okay, so producer Matt, are you able to put up our giveaway? Wonderbar.
nice.
Okay, so Ryan's gonna run
Oh,
things.
let me see this. All right.
Well,
Thank you,
just,
everyone.
no,
So
just give a little
remember,
background. Yeah.
yes, remember that you can join the Detailing Nights Birthday Club. And Tim, since it's your birthday, I'm going to send you a note, a special note. Hopefully, you're in town. I don't know if you're out of town, but would love to hook you up with some car cleaning so you have a nice, fresh car wash. But we started this birthday club so that when a person's birthday is coming up, they can think of having a clean car and we can be the ones to bring it. But also, when it's not your birthday, we put you into a draw so that you can win a free car wash. So our team can come refresh your ride because we always feel that you feel better when things are clean around you. And your car is like that second home. So when it's dirty, it just brings you down a little bit. So we're always happy to. Last week, we gave away two. One clean we still have to do, so Fatimo. But Ederlin got her car wash. So we have pictures. I'm pretty sure we put them up already on our Instagram.
Yeah, I
So
thought
we're
so.
gonna put up the pictures of getting to see Ederlin and her smile getting her car washed. So we're gonna do another draw today. Let me go over. So if you haven't joined the DK Birthday Club, go to Detailing Nights. Oh, there it's actually over here. So
Oh,
detailingnights.ca/birthday club, and you can enter in. So you get entered into the draw on your birthday week. You'll get up to, I think it's 30% off. But for now, we are gonna give away a car wash.
a car
Let's
wash. Working
see.
at the car wash. Do you play that song while your team is working? Working. Yeah.
Actually, we don't. But we
Oh,
actually
do we
don't
have
know
a
what we're listening to. So the winner, Shireen. So Shireen, we are gonna send you a note, and then hey, we'll see you hopefully this weekend or early next week, and get your car washed, and we'll post about it and see who else wants to join the DK Birthday Club.
all
So
right.
always. Thank you for allowing us to do the giveaway.
All right, giveaway is done. Giveaway is done for the
Oh,
day. All right,
I need to write
let's.
down the winner.
Oh, Shireen.
Shireen, yes.
All right, let's catch up with the comments here. Fitness IQ Cam says for this month, Ben Bahaha. Yeah, you have. She's going. She doesn't feel you're gonna hold on to not having oxtail. She just thinks it's gonna be once August 1st happens, especially a Maribana weekend. You're gonna be right into it again.
Yeah, I'm checking my Rolodex for tonight. We're talking about end
Oh,
of August.
oh gosh,
Overdue.
Doctor Tat
Stacy's Island. I gotta get
flavor.
island flavor. So
You want to
Stacy's
get your
Island flavor. I
oxtail
love the
patty, right?
oxtail, the patty.
All
Yes.
right. Dr. Tachi says hashtag oxtail fast.
Right.
Frequency event promotions goes. Ryan, I was only warming up. I was going to ask if there was an alternative contribution gift. Hashtag Team Oxtail. All
Good
right.
save. Good save. You are back in the good graces of the oxtail hunter.
Food Plane says hello, Dr. Vibe and Ryan DS here. Good to have you here. He also says hello, Dr. Tachi and Derek. Dr. Tachi says, hey, Food Plane, Derek T. Telgo, hey there. Fitness IQ Cams, congrats, Shireen. Also, same thing from Dr. Tachi, congrats, Shireen. And Food Plane celebration emojis, wonderful. Yeah, the Malcolm Jamal Warner thing. Yeah, it's like there's a whole. Here's the thing about the Cosby Show. There was a time where some episodes were getting 50 million viewers.
Wow. Like during their
run. Yeah.
Wow.
And not even the Super Bowl gets anything like that. So that the impact of that show
Wow.
on, I'd say, just a generation of people, especially those who are melanated. But that show had such impact. Did you watch it when you were in its run?
I don't know when it was in its initial run. I think it was more the reruns.
Yeah.
So I was born in '82, so I probably missed the live.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great because it had almost every conversation that families were gonna have at some point. And of course, the ones I remember most is when I'll say Bill, the father, was with Theo and having those kind of coming of age conversations. And I always remember the money example of I'm gonna move out, and then he gives the example, okay, are you gonna buy these things? Here's the money you're gonna start with. And then he just keeps taking and taking. And then at the end, he's like, I still got, it was like $200. Like, he's like, are you gonna have a girlfriend? Yes. Zoop. So just showing like life needs these conversations, like things that you, and when Elvin and his girlfriend, that was their daughter, they're like moving out and then having those conversations, then you remember it when then you're moving out with your wife and you're like, you find your first, they had like the pop down apartment but it was theirs, it's like, so just those types of conversations and getting exposed to it. And now even that was probably inspiration for a show like The Family Matters, and watching that now with my kids to say like, this is conversations that you should be having. Of course, Family Matters turned more into like a comedy kind of sketch show, but not sketch, but a comedy, like slapstick comedy show. But the initial first season, I would say it was really about family dynamics and different situations that people are going to be in as a family. So that's what I love the Cosby Show for. And then you could use it as examples for your own kids. Like you don't even realize when it happens. It's almost like when you'll yell something at your kid that your parents used to yell at you, and then you're like, yo, you're almost like an out of body experience. Like, am I my father? And like things that you'll say that you might have heard on something like the Cosby Show. I hear a lot of examples of that.
Nice. Derek says hello to Dr. Tachi and the Food Plane. Food Plane says, I still watch the Cosby Show to this day, 2 or 3 times a week.
You see it?
He goes, he says it's one of my favorite shows ever. He says also, my 80s childhood has been affected all week. Malcolm, Ozzy, and Hogan.
Hogan, man, Saturday morning WWF. I'm still mad at the World Wildlife Foundation for making them change their name because I always call it WWF. But these like those iconic figures like that you remember where you were when certain things happened with these gentlemen. Like you remember where you were, I'm sure, for people that went to Ozzy Osbourne concerts, or you remember your feeling of when Hulk Hogan body slammed oh my god,
Andre
Andre
the
the
Giant.
Giant, right? It was the first
Slam.
time. It's like it's crazy. And just how he changed it, then he was like with NWO and he was using his actual name Terry and
And
the black beard. I was like,
the dark
what's
black beard.
with that?
But then on the other side, how he became MAGA. Also,
Okay, you see it?
he went. He was sued by Gawker. There was a platform called Gawker that released
Okay.
some tapes of him using the N word,
You see?
and he fought it in court. And here's a funny thing:
Hmm.
you know who gave him the money to win that case? A guy named Peter Thiel. If people don't know who Peter Thiel is,
PayPal Mafia?
yes, yes,
Hey.
right. So
I
there
did
we
see
go.
these are things I didn't even know about that. Because that's where it's like you put people in boxes, and then for Hulk Hogan, it's pure wrestling box for me. Everything outside of wrestling, I'm just like I didn't even pay attention. So it's interesting to hear how it evolved or degraded at certain points.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. But got more comments here. The family's good. Derek says Thursday night was on lock with the Cosby Show in a different world.
Not yeah.
Right? Food Plane says Dance Mania. Oh wow, you're going back. TJ Fitness IQ says TJIF was so epic.
Yes.
Food Plane says the episode where the man got pregnant.
Yes. And they delivered sandwiches or but that was so good.
Remember Promotion goes, despite the off the court issues with actors and actresses' personal lives, the open and subliminal messages in family based shows were so educational.
Yes.
Food Plane says Hogan was complicated toward the ends of his career. Terry, but Hogan was a cultural icon. What you gonna do when the
Bravo.
Hulkster comes to you and ripping the shirt?
Yes.
Trademark.
The big leg drop.
Yes. But Tim says Hulk was openly racist. It's just a fact.
Gotcha.
Derek says, like me, my mom was a big wrestling fan. We went to wrestling matches.
Wow.
Oh, who did you go see live? I'm curious.
That's wild.
Fitness IQ Cam. Oh, the remarks I heard about Hulk Hogan was interesting. Hayden says the Cosby Show broke the mold of black families on TV. A lawyer, doctor, marriage wasn't seen as a possibility before Cosby. True.
Right.
And Dr. Chachi says the Gordon Gartell shirt was my fave. And
Tried to do the shirt.
Yeah, and then Food Plate says Dr. Tachi, that was a classic. So huge fans. Frequency of Motion goes, Dr. Vibe, speaking of Peter Thiel, he has a book that is a good read. The book name is 0 to 1. Well, the man I'm not a big fan of him. His ethics are very questionable. Again, there's another thing. Can you separate his ethics and his questionable dealings backroom wise with his business practices?
But this is where when you get enough power, you're able to make moves like the way that he's pretty much guided JD Vance's career. It's you only can do that with certain types of power, and now he has, I would say, connection to the right hand man. Right?
Yeah, but he was named to some. I'm gonna look it up right now. Some government position. I can't. He's involved. Like almost, I think he's involved with Doge.
Gotcha.
Which Elon left, and I think they. Let me just. Yeah, there's something I heard. I can't.
Anyway, brother, as you look that up, I do have to hop to our 10 o'clock meeting.
Yes.
So I apologize, but good seeing everyone. We shall chat soon.
We'll see you on Monday.
Yes, yes.
All right. Take care, Ryan. Be well. All right. We are. So the food plane goes, oh my, the barbecue episode. Dr. Tachi says Peter Thiel is a zero himself, so he should know. Dr. Tachi, LMAO, written by Fitnet IQ Cam, says frequency event promotions goes, have a great weekend. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, the producer Matt. Let's go back to Derek's comment. We saw Dick the Bruiser Crusher. We saw the match with Hulk Hogan and Randy Macho Man Savage. What? What? That's big time. Freaking Super Promotions. Have a great weekend, everyone. Oh, I ain't leaving yet. Ryan left. I'm not leaving yet, by the way. Okay. We're going to stay on for a few moments. Oh, so other comments, everybody. Again, just resetting. Coming up over the weekend, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Primetime Saturday with Aisha K. Staggers and Laura Lala Key. Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. Black Canada Talking with, we're doing our, part 2, Black couples loving, working, and living together. Part 2, 5 p.m. on Sunday. And then Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, we have Black Men Can Talk. Food Plane. Oh, yeah. Randy Macho Man Savage. I know I'm nothing close, but I tried my best. Oh, Fitness IQ Camp says, I said Ryan, not you, Dr. Vibe. Okay. Hey, Fitness IQ Cam, ray me back. Okay. What else, people? What other things going on, people? I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes before we call it a conversation today. What else you want to chat about today? Food Plane says, I'm curious, what celebrity would you want to interview if you could and why? For me, it would be Saguru. That is a really good question. I wouldn't have one, but one of the people I would love to have a conversation with is Michelle Obama. I would really like to have, and believe it or not, more than Barack, I want to speak to Michelle. That would be, yeah, I would say Michelle Obama is one of them. What's one of the ones that comes first to my mind? Michelle Obama comes first. Fitness IQ Cam says Michael Lee Chin and Wes Hall. Interesting. Oh, Fitness IQ Cam, who wants to be the executive producer, who is the executive producer, says yes, good one. Thank you. She approves with Michelle Obama. Michelle Fitness IQ Cam says her podcast with her brother is so good. Yeah, actually, Barack was on that podcast recently too. So I hear it's a good listen. Who else would I like to have a conversation with? Would you mean, is that living or no longer with us? I can expand on that. Oh, Fitness IQ Camp says, no, I'm not. You're not the executive producer? Okay. All right. But I could, there's certainly, if you want, I can expand on that list, whether it's with us or no longer with us. I have a long list of people who I'd like to sit down with. Oh, look at this, Derek. He says, I did a funny or die episode with Rowdy Roddy Piper from the WWE before he passed away. Derek, when you coming on the show? You're just teasing us with all these nuggets. We need to have you on the show when you are ready. Rowdy Roddy Piper. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. That is good. Fitness IQ Cam, let's hear the list. I'm trying to think about that and handle the comments at the same time. Food Plane says, wow, Hot Rod. Yeah, Hot Rowdy. Is he? I'm pretty sure he passed away. So you want to get back to the list? Well, I'm going to put it two ways. If you had a chance to sit down with some people one-on-one, who would you like to sit with? Fitness IQ Cal goes, please, mana. I don't know what that means. All right. Give me a few seconds to think. Who would I want to sit down with? Michelle Obama. If he was still alive, Miles Davis. Definitely. Oh, why am I forgetting his name? Malcolm X, definitely. Uh, Desmond Tutu. Whether why am I forgetting these? I got names going through my head, but I can't stick on one. Who's the cage bird sings? Oh, what's her name? Oh, Maya Angelou. Yes, got it, got it. Maya Angelou. Uh, Foodplane says Sand Sahanguru. I would love to ask him questions, and he also says I find him fascinating. Foodplane says Jesus Christ. Yeah, that'd be a good candidate. Uh, who else? Muhammad Ali. Uh, Someone that's alive with us who I'd love to sit down and have a conversation with. I would love to have a conversation with Angela Rye. Find her a very fascinating individual in her area of leadership and fighting the fight for not only Black women but those who are disadvantaged in the United States. I find Angela Rye a very interesting person. Who else? Who else would I want to have a sit down conversation with? There's so many, but Boyce Watkins, also his wife Alicia Watkins. I would sit down with them either together or separately. Both of them I would want to sit down and have a conversation with. Uh, what about okay? Fitness IQ Cam, Adam and Eve to solve this problem. Who ate the apple first? That's good. That is really good. That's a good one. Food Plane. What about a Canadian celebrity? Though he's no longer with us, I would love to sit. A name that comes to my mind is Pierre Elliott Trudeau, former Prime Minister, Canada. Yeah, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, Canadian celebrity. I'm not into the celebrity though stuff. Believe it or not, I'm not too much into. Yes and no, but I wouldn't want to talk about their celebrity stuff. I'd like to have them share with me about their journey, their challenges. I'd love to have a sit down conversation with The Rock. Like to have a sit down conversation with Tavis Smiley. Uh, yeah, there's a number of people that I'd like to have. I'd like to, we never had something really one on one, face to face. But the late Elder Louis Marsh, we had our conversations, but I would love to have more of his conversations that we had, especially we were driving home from events. Food Plane says, good one, Fitness IQ. About, okay, she goes, I'm joking. Oprah. Eh, uh, maybe. Fitness IQ. Despite the rumors of her, I still respect her. Food Plane says, how would you describe Canadian pop culture? Similar to American pop culture, really and truly. That's my short answer. Because we are not the influence of your country that you are in the United States. We're only separated by the border. That's it. Okay, Fitness IQ. Oh, well, I'd rather have conversations with that went from nothing to being wealthy. Same here. I like to have people share their journey, how they overcome. I love the overcomers. Senior's cases. Good morning, all. At the moment, Mehdi Hassan, brilliant debater and very intelligent person. Okay. Fitness IQ Cam, the answer to your question about the Food Plane about how would you describe Canadian pop culture? Her answer is a circus, which is well, a lot of people would say American pop culture is. It's a circus. It's a circus. Like it or not, it's a circus. Really, really crazy. A circus. No doubt about it. It is a circus. All right. What other things we got? Probably stay on for another 5 to 10 minutes, and then we go shut it down. We're going to shut it down. But great questions as always. And this reminds me of the last time we did a Freestyle Friday that, you all just took over and just took it to a great conversation. Food Plane says, what's one dish I have to have experience with what Canadian food is all about? That's a challenging question. Canadian's such a mosaic. I think one thing maybe poutine, because the other foods the dishes I think are not, I would say, Canadian based, but poutine. I when you come here, because I'm speaking, you're going to be here one day. I would love you to try some really good Caribbean food, especially the stuffed beef patty, the jerk chicken stuffed patty. That is out of bounds. That is out of bounds. Haven't had one in a while because I'm behaving myself. Derek says, I would love to have a conversation with George Carlin and his perspective of what's happening if you were, oh, wow, that 100%. Bang, like that. George Carlin would be a great conversation. Thought, advanced thinker, so ahead of the game. Another person, though, yes, he's an entertainer. I would love to sit down with Arsenio Hall and have him backtrack on how his show started and how it became. I think that show's a cultural icon, because still to this day, I don't see any talk show that comes close to what that show did. So Fitness IQ Cam said poutine, agrees with me. She goes, I also introduce that to my visiting friends. There you go. Food Plane, Montreal or Toronto for the best Canadian food? That's tough. That's a tough one. That's a good question. I don't know. I've had good food in both places. That is a tough one. I'm gonna say can't give you an answer right now. Maybe some other people. Fitness IQ Camp says yes. Caribbean food was my original answer. Dr. Vibe. Fitness IQ Camp says I always say Toronto, the Food Plane. Okay, why do you say that then? What is the reason you're saying that answer? Food Plane says Jackie Gleason. I would love to interview. Oh, wow, you're nostalgia guy. Jackie Gleason. Oh, good. That's a good one. Food Plane, you got some depth to you, man. Jackie Gleason, the Honeymooners, him and Art Carney. Absolutely, 100%. I'm happy too. We're also broadcasting on Substack. Yay! And as you guys keep on putting some comments, and I'm working on something. Now I'm speaking, it's going to come out on another form of engagement you'll be able to do with the Dr. Vibe show, the Morning Vibe. I saw something last night from my mentor, one of my mentors, and she was doing it. And I go, okay, I got to see if I can do it. And blessing to have, I'm speaking that I'll have producer Matt on for till the end of his term. We're going to work on this one together. And with his help, if we can make this happen, watch out. I'm going to tell him about it after the show today, because I'm going, oh, you didn't show up today. I was so excited. I wanted to share with him about this. And that's something where I need his assistance and help. All right. The Food Plane has a laugh emoji. Fitness IQ Cam says, I haven't had great experiences in Montreal, so meh. Okay. No, I've had good food experiences in Montreal. The Food Plane says that was one of my favorite shows, and I still watch The Honeymooners to today. You are an OG lover of old nostalgia, I can tell. Okay, Fitness IQ Cams, is that so? I don't know. It's that so what? And she goes, calling you soon. Are you calling me soon? I don't know. Food Plane says, shout out to Matt. I think, man, I didn't realize Matt has started his own fan club. I didn't know about that. What's going on there, producer Matt? You got your own fan club going on. And you see he's in the green room. He's full of smiles. he's full of smiles. Well, you know what? The Morning Vibe family, the Dr. Vibe family loves producer Matt. Food Plane says, I'm a sucker for nostalgia. Yeah, some nostalgia is pretty good. Not all of it. Like you look back at it now going, oh, I really watched that. I really laughed at that. Hey, you got a pass. You didn't know. You know. All right. So we got a few more minutes. Are there anything else people want to chat? Are there any ideas that people want or any people you'd like us to reach out to see if we can get them on the platform. Would love any suggestions. C Nurse K says producer Matt is doing a great job. See, when he leaves his internship, I got to see if I can get all these. He can play this back and say, "See, Professor, I did good." Just not Dr. Vide telling me I did good. The family loves me. Family loves me. Absolutely. Oh, so Fitness IQ Cam goes, Mafia. That's our own little language. We're not going there, and we're not involved in any undercover stuff. Fitness IQ Cam goes, yes, big up producer Matt. Man. And the food plane goes, it's the vibe effect. It's the vibe effect. Well, we just do the best we can with what we got, man. That is cool. That is cool. But yeah, man. Producer Matt fan club. What? Telling you, Producer Matt fan club. Yeah. Any other suggestions? Oh, okay. So here's a question for people who are still here, and we are gonna knock it down soon. What would you like me to do more of, or what would you like me to do less of on the show? And that's myself and Ryan. What would you like us to do more of, or what would you like us to do less of? Curious. And I'll be asking that periodically. So in line with that, we are going to, I'm going to put up, you know what I'm going to put up, family? And this is one of the reasons I'm glad I have producer Matt here. I'd love to get what you thought about today's show. So we'll have that up in a moment. If you're watching on YouTube, or you watch on the YouTube platform live, we would love to find out if you can. Okay. So Fitness IQ. Okay, thank you, producer Matt. So if you're watching on the YouTube channel live, as always, and sometimes I forget, I'm human. From 1 to 5, rate the show. 1, you thought it was absolutely terrible. 5 says Ryan and I hit it out of the park, including you. All right, so Fitness IQ Cam goes, yes, big up producer Matt. And she goes, yes, it's a joke. No, real mafia. No, it's not. Fitness IQ Cam says, keep doing you. Thank you. I haven't seen the YouTube poll. It's up now. Okay. C Nurse K, do you have an option to have viewers call in and speak briefly? I have seen it on some other podcasts. Just curious. Okay. I will take that suggestion. And I love that suggestion. So those who are building on that, would you like the option of having to call in and speak live during a show? What are your thoughts? Would you like to be able to call in and speak audio live via a conversation? Oh, Fitness IQ Cam goes, ooh. See, this is why I tell you she wants to be the executive producer. That is interesting. That is interesting. Okay. She goes, depends how my voice sounds that time. Well, some people say they don't have a face for video. So you have to, I guess you have to have a voice for audio. For people who are early risers, I don't think that would work for the morning vibe. Okay. So I will take away that suggestion, C Nurse K. Thank you. C Nurse K, 5 also. Love it. Any other suggestions that y'all would like to do in regards to the morning vibe? Myself, Ryan. So again, as we start winding it down again, so on Monday's show, on the morning vibe, we will have Emma Ansa, Shinar, and Ryan are going to talk about what's Shannon Sharp's future. We had a little bit at the front end of the conversation. We could have went all in, but there are other things going on in life. Thank you very much. We're going to all in. And so just after commercial break on Monday's show, we'll have Lori Beezer, who is the founder and executive producer, I believe, I think her title is, of the Toronto Black Pan-African Film Festival. She'll be on for about 15 minutes, and then we will go all in regards to the future of Shannon Sharpe. So that's Monday. Tomorrow, if you're watching this on July 25th, July 26th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, Primetime Side with Isha, La. And you see what producer Matt did now. You see, when you let your producer have too much leeway, they just go, but I don't mind. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the vibe effect. All right. So on Sunday, we have 2 shows, 5 p.m. Sunday afternoon Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific. That is Black Canada Talking, and we'll have part 2 of our series, Black Couples, Living, Loving, and Working Together. Check that out. Really good one. And then 8 p.m. on Sunday night, Black Men Can Talk. All right. So Fitness IQ Cam says his future isn't sharp anymore. And actually, it's sharp with an E at the end, by the way. Just wanted to see what you did there. I look at that. Interesting enough, I think there's another lawsuit that's come up against Shannon Sharpe, I believe. Another lawsuit. And when he pulled himself off of ESPN, he said, my goal is to be back for NFL football season September. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to be happening anytime soon. Yes. Fitness IQ Cam, Fatima. You know what? Yes, Fatima and Ron Gould will be on Black Canada Talking Sunday afternoon at 5 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. Part 1 was fire. Part 2 will even be more fire. And she says Fatima will be on the show. Yes, Fatima and her husband Ron will be on the show. Oh, Fitness IQ Cam says the fact the lady has retired. Yeah, the Shannon Sharpe thing. Well, here's a funny thing. So she has more money than the endowment of any if allegedly the reports are that she got around $20 million and retired on her OnlyFans career. She has more money than any endowment of any historically Black college and university in America. Think about how much $20 million could help the Black environment in the United States. Think about it. Crazy. All right. I think that is it for today. And been quite a day. It's been quite a day and got lots happening today. So as and she Fitness IQ goes right. C Nurse K. Yes, right. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Fitness IQ. I can't say what I want to say online. Well, I'm sure when you call me, you will say what you want to say. Okay. Let's shut it down and let's go to this. We're ending off now. Please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Hey, can we make it to 1,870 subscribers by Monday? I'd like that. Also, subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Substack. Also, join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Please email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com or click on the link that's in the Discord link. And I believe I shared a lot of this information on most of the platforms that have comment sections that I can put it out on. To advertise your business, product, or service, email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. If you want to get a hold of Ryan Oneil Knight, his website is Ryan Oneil Knight, and that's Knight with a KN.com. LinkedIn, Ryan Oneil Knight. Instagram, Ryan@Ryan.Knight99. Email address, workwithme at RyanOneilKnight.com. Website for me, thedrvibeshow.com. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn, The Dr. Vibe Show. Instagram at The Dr. Vibe Show. Excuse me, X. Let me get some water here. Feeling a little dehydrated. That's better. Okay. Let's X at drvibeshow, email dr@ the drvibeshow.com. Substack, you can catch me there at drvibe.substack.com /subscribe, and on Blue Sky. drvibe.bsky.social. You can watch replays of this epic conversation at the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and also Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube and the Afro Caribbean Business Network on Facebook. I think we have one more comment we got to put up here. Nurse K has an emoji. I don't know what that emoji is, but we put it up. So if anyone can tell me, the vibe effect. That's classic. That is classic. All right, family. Thanks again. Something tells me I should go on for longer. Do you guys want to go on for longer? I just have this feeling I want to just go on for longer. You tell me. So say yes if you want to go on longer. If not, we'll shut it down. So I'm going to give about a minute or two if people want to go on longer or not. If not, we'll let you have your day. But I will say, regardless, live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions. Aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Remember to give yourself grace. Also, if you're not making money, make history, and also make it better. Fitness IQ is the final call. She says, Dr. Vibe, shut it down. Me call you. She wants to speak with me. Okay, so if she wants to speak with me, I'm shutting it down. So as always, God bless. Peace, well, keep the faith. Again, huge thanks for producer Matt coming in and making it all happen. We'll chat you soon. Bye-bye.
This whole thing of using your business with plant-based products, don't you think your life should reflect that too?
Juke him, Carolyn. Juke him. The family loves us here because they're saying Fitness IQ Can says put a wig on to get in.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Like the ideas are just coming fast and furious here this morning. What? Okay, look at this. Global Women Ambassador. Good morning. Look forward. Okay.